Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy South Central back at it again with another review on No Fugazee Podcast. And he going against a male feminist who voted for Kamala Harris, who happened to be a black male, who happened to be a Christian. Feminism, abortion. These are the main attributes when it comes to the Democrats. Main talking points. Right? They're not for us. They don't like us. And for black men at that, right, head of the household, and live a lifestyle of building a family and raising a family and being there for your kids, that don't even align with what that stand for, because these people don't represent you. Just like Black Lives Matter, Marxist, feminists, black women who's funded by George Orwell's. They don't represent us. They don't care about us. But you gonna say, well, a lot of people do this. No, I'm for Black Lives Matter. I'm not for the organization. You can't back out like that, bro. It don't work like that. Let me know what you guys get out of this debate. Do you see a lot of people that contradict themselves in every aspect of their life? Do you think that people would literally vote for what's not in their interest just because they don't want to be a Republican or labeled a Republican? What do you think they do it for, man? Let's get into the video.
Politics of it. I'm on the other side of the aisle.
Got you. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I got a clip for you. I'm gonna go ahead and play this other clip here, and I want your take on it, okay? And then after you give me your take on this clip, I'll go ahead and we'll talk a little bit between, you're a black man and you're on Harris' side. So we want to know why someone like yourself is, voting for Kamala Harris over Trump.
Person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's what the science says.
Science says that.
Is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
So that was a Fox News host, and he pretty much said, hey, I heard when a man votes for a woman, it's for a few reasons. Either he has mommy issues, he was raised by a single mother, or when he does vote for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman. What's your thoughts on that? You're a man, you're going to be voting for Harris. What's your take on that?
I think that the question on its surface is completely disingenuous and ridiculous.
Okay, explain.
A little bit about me. I was raised in a two-parent household. Parents have been married almost 40 years, college educated, gainfully employed. So none of the things that he said in that clip, which lacks context, is not relevant to me at all. I think the framing of that clip without the complete context is a bit disingenuous. And that's my take on, that's my take on that.
You do understand that the dude was making a joke, though? Like, there's no context to, like, the joke is basically like you pussy for voting for it, bro. If you a man and you vote for a woman, just to lead your life, to control the government, control you, right? And you wouldn't even, most men would never allow a woman to try to control them in any relationship, because women are neurotic, they are emotional, right? And we understand that, and they understand that to a certain point. If they're not a feminist and they're truthful in their nature, you know that. So why would you vote for that? Like, why would you vote for someone to control your life like that? Just because this is why he made that comment. Like, it's not that complex, bro. Complex one.
Okay. So you said that you, as far as, dating and relationship aspects, you agree with me when it comes to, a nuclear family. Yeah, a nuclear family is the backbone of society, and that's what's good. I would say that, and it's kind of like a known factor, if we have to separate blue versus red. Blue is anti-natalist, red is pro-natalist. So do you know what anti-natalism is?
No, tell me.
Okay, so anti-natalism is the ideology of someone that they want to disencourage
Don't feel bad,
people
niggas. I didn't know
to have babies, right? That's anti-natalist. They want to disencourage people to have babies, families to have babies, right?
Sure.
The pro-natalists, they encourage families and society to have babies. So just a quick question for you. Someone that wants to encourage people to have babies, would you say that that's a good thing?
I follow. I'm not really sure about the framing of that question, because I'm more of a moderate leaning liberal. If we're gonna go with the labels, so I subscribe to a person's right to choose. In the context of your question, though, I think that having babies is good because it helps to, further the species. In that context.
So let me
go ahead.
Let me get a clear answer.
Sure.
Pro-natalists want to encourage people to have babies.
Yes.
So if you meet someone, on the street or just a random person in general, and they're, pro-family, they're encouraging, you know what? Yeah, you seem like a good couple, go ahead and have some kids. Kids is a good thing. They want to encourage families and people to have kids. Would you say that that's a good thing?
It's a good thing. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I have a 9-year-old, so she could be a little bit crazy, but
yeah.
But
you would say it's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Got it, right? Now, let's say the people, right, the anti-natalists, they discourage people to have babies, right? Anti-natalism, they want to discourage people to have babies. The mindset, right, their belief, they think that the world is overpopulated, right, which is incorrect. The mindset of the pro-natalists, they don't think that the world is overpopulated at all, which is correct. The world isn't overpopulated. Same question. I'm going to frame it the same way. I just want to know if it's good or bad. Anti-natalism, people that want to discourage people to have babies. Do you think that that's a bad thing or a good thing?
I think it's bad.
Okay, you think it's bad. All right. So if you are pro-nuclear family and you are pro-natalism, why would you vote for a party, right, that is anti-natalism?
Because I don't believe that the party is anti-natalism. I think that...
Got it.
You said it's bad. Why would you vote against your own interest? It's just like when it comes to Planned Parenthood. No, Margaret Sanger trying to exterminate black people. You got people saying, well, I'm pro-choice, right? I'm pro-choice. Women's health care. You can't separate the two. I'm not for the depopulation of black people. No, I'm not. But I'm pro-choice. How, like, bro, that's what it was meant for. Okay, Planned Parenthood was meant for that. It was never meant to give women choice to abort children and just give them a choice to not give the child a hard life. No, it was never meant for that. Stop. Okay? You can't separate the two. But this is what people do. They play mind tricks with themselves to make themselves feel better for making bad decisions. Let me say it again. They play mind games with themselves to make themselves feel better for making terrible decisions that they know is bad. You know it's bad to vote for people that don't care nothing about the black community, that's letting immigrants inside our community and destroying the black community. But guess what? I am pro-black. I am a family man. I want my black children to thrive. But guess what? I'm gonna keep voting for people that's against that. But guess what? I'm the only good one here. I'm good. As long as I'm good, who cares if I vote for bad people that want bad policies for my babies? This is crazy.
I think that the way you frame that, you're trying to put it in a box in a corner. I think that that's a misrepresentation of the right to choose. A person who has the right to choose can choose to be natalist or anti-natalist, as you just framed it. So me being on the...
But the point is that you're a natalist. You want people to have children. Why are you voting for people that don't that wants people to not have children. Why? That don't make sense. Like your logic and the way you view your life does not align with your choices. It doesn't align with your choices. So therefore, I can't trust you. You can't say, "Hey, I'm a good man, but I murder from time to time." You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. I murder innocent people from time to time. Hell yeah. I'm a good person though. That's what you don't understand. You got to get the chance to get to know me. I might murder you, but get the chance to get to know me, and maybe you get a different perception from me. That doesn't work, bro. That doesn't work. You can't vote against your own interests and tell me that you're a smart person. Your life don't even line up with that. Why would you do that? Why? You're not intellectually like sound at this point. You're mute. You're intellectually mute. And you picking sides. It don't have no logic to why you picking sides. You just picking sides. So it has to be something more than just, oh, I'm just voting for her. What is it? Because her skin? You just don't want to vote for a white person? Like, well, I bet you voted for Biden. At this point, they don't even align with logic right now. It's silly.
Context of the way you just explained it, but I think that you are lacking the nuance of the question. I am a centrist-leaning Harris supporter. So on a personal level, I don't personally subscribe to, the A word or any of those other words that we can't use, trying to respect the TOS and stuff like that. However, at the same time, I think that there's more nuance to the conversation than you're allowing at this time.
Okay, well, we could get into the nuance a little bit. That's totally fine. Got another question for you. Well, not a question.
It's
Let's
really
just see if you agree with this.
Really
Republicans, they are not really for abortion. They are not really for all the contraceptives that's out there, birth control and all of these things. They're, to an extent, for it, but they have limitations on it. But they want to put more regulations on it, meaning that they don't want to encourage it. They want to kind of disencourage the contraceptives, because what they do want to encourage is family. You would agree with that's kind of like the gist of the Republican side, right?
On a macro level, absolutely.
For sure. Right. On the left side, pretty much everyone is for abortion on the left. Everyone. They sometimes disagree with the month's term on when that term should happen. Then they're fully pro, Plan B. They're fully pro birth control and everything else. They want all of that. So they want to kind of do their best to disencourage people to have babies. Kind of agree with that on a micro level or macro level? You don't agree with that. Got it. So what don't you agree with on that take then?
I think everything you said is a misrepresentation of the position of the left.
Sure.
Bruh, the people that represent you, that you vote in, represent what he just said. You said, no, your representation, you're misrepresenting the left. So you telling me your masters, right? Let's not call them masters at this point, right? The Democratic plantation, let's not call them masters. The people you vote for to represent you. That's you. Because they're putting in laws that say, hey, my constituents want this. No, we don't want that, but hey, I'm going to keep voting for you. That's the foolishness of a grown man that knows nothing of what he speaks. You're speaking in circles, right? You're not good for debate, big dog. Like, you sound good when you snark your nose up and say, well, the nuance of the, no, we don't, hey, calm down. It's not that complex, big dog. I understand the question. Just answer yes or no. You agree with it or not? Okay, so why are you voting for somebody you don't agree with? Well, technically, you can choose both sides. This is the middle ground. The Democrats are the middle ground. No. They see, the problem is with y'all is that the Democrats make it very clear. These politicians, the Democratic politicians, make it very clear where they stand with the LGBTQ, them abortion. They don't play the middle game. They say, hey, we want abortion. Period. Ain't no we represent those who don't want to. No. Abortion, please. Abortion, please. That's all we want. We want people to, we want that. Ain't no middle side of no Democrats. Stop it.
Now, you saying as an individual, I don't feel that way. So guess what? Most people have to feel that way in the Democratic Party. No way. You can't vote for something that don't align with you. That don't make sense. This is why your lifestyle is kind of weird. You're weird, bro. I'm sorry. As a man, I look at you like a weirdo. You saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian." Yeah. And there's plenty of people in my life that do that stuff too. It's not just him, right? You exiled. I don't want to talk to you. You're done. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm a feminist. Yeah, attack the patriarchy, but I'm a Christian. No way. You can't be. You can't. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. You could try to disassociate yourself from it, but bro, like you trying so hard to make a narrative fit where it doesn't fit. That's your problem. People are living in sin, right? It's like a gay man want to be a pastor. I'm sorry, bro. Like this ain't for you. Like we against that over here. This is what the Bible says. Like you living in sin. No, but it's okay because you're supposed to love all your neighbors. Yeah, I do love you, but I could tell you that you're sinning and you're leading down the path of sin. Well, you're supposed to be open to everything. I'm not supposed to be open to everything. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm supposed to have standards. Okay, I'm sorry. And this is a part of the standard because my standards is brought to you and sponsored by the Bible. And it's what we believe. Sorry. I can't deviate from that. If I deviate from that, I'm gonna be just like you. I don't want to be like you. I want to stand on my 10 toes, like Candace Owens did, straight up. But you got people like this who think they smart, right? Think they know what they talking about, but they losing in life. They're losing themselves in the midst of trying to align themselves with something that's not. You can't align yourself with. You lose yourself You lose every little bit of yourself trying to justify your bad decisions. And this is where this guy is going. Let's get back into it.
Explain it to me.
Fundamentally, it's surrounded by a person's right to choose. The reason why I oppose directly against what you say is because it is an infringement against the personal liberty of the individual. In the Constitution, it talks about life, health, and the pursuit of happiness. The Republican side is more and more infringing on the personal liberties of the individual. I do not believe that anyone.
Wait, as a Christian, what's the personal liberty of that baby? That don't matter to you? The baby, what about the prosperity and the liberty of the child? You don't care about that because you don't look at that as a child. Even as a Christian, that is very telling. You make your life complex one day. It ain't that complex, big dog. You are walking contradiction. That's what you are. And you must be hit with the truth bomb. You feel what I'm saying? Because your mind ain't right. You working backwards, gang. You're not. It's not giving. It's not giving smart. It's not giving like what are we doing here? You're losing your mind, brother. And we must hold you accountable.
And has the right to tell a woman what to do with her body in the same way that no one had the right
What about the baby's body?
House us as slaves or anything like that. Not you, not me, this is the 2020, but back in the day, they infringed on our liberties. They called it chattel slavery. And in the same way, that's the foundation of progression. The progression of a person has the right to choose, even though, let me be clear, on a micro level, I don't subscribe to those things.
So now let's get down to your epistemology.
What you voting for? Shut up.
Understanding how your mind works, okay? So you said choice. You want people to have choice over anything, and that's what you want to prioritize as choice. Having freedom is not by giving people choice. If you give people choice to do whatever they want, that's not freedom. That's chaos. Freedom is actually putting boundaries and guidelines on things so people don't have choice to do whatever they want. Let's just test your logic real quick.
Sure.
Are you okay with, people having a choice to murder other people?
I think that's a disingenuous framing. The Declaration of Independence calls for life,
No. That's a good question. If you believe in free will and free all, like, if you believe in everybody should be free to do whatever they want to do, that's a great question, because if it's not wrong to me, I should be free to do it. You shouldn't be able to stop me. Don't stop me from doing what I want to do, because it's my free will and I get to do what I want to do. How is that hard to understand? Man, I think he make a lot of things complex in his life, and when it don't need to be, just simplify.
Liberty and the pursuit of happiness by the individual.
Let's answer that question, though.
I answered it.
What does it do is happy murdering?
Right? Generally, we're not even speaking about. This is just generally.
I'm answering
life, liberty, and freedom. I got you. So
wait, hold on. Respectfully, because this is your podcast, and I'm 100% gonna respect you and your platform. The Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We operate in a democracy. And in that democracy, the issues are legislated through laws being passed. That's the entire.
Got it. Yeah, you're going around the question. All right, so that's totally fine. We'll get back to that question in a second. I got another question for you. Do you think that rights is a man-made thing, or rights comes from God? Let me get your thought on that.
I think that it comes from God.
So then your epistemology, is it Christian belief? Is it Catholic? What is it? Islam?
I'm a Christian. Go ahead.
You're a Christian.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So just as rights is given, rights can be taken away, right?
Absolutely.
So yes. Rights is a social construct. We don't really have rights. Men enforce rights. Yes, women they say they can go ahead and vote and say, okay, yeah, I want this done and I want that done. But if men don't enforce the rights, then no one would have rights, because they'll need someone like me and you to go ahead and enforce the rights. I mean that if you don't abide by these laws, then men is going to come in and either take those rights from you and give those rights to you. So when you're speaking about, people don't have the right to infringe on other people's liberties, well, that's not the case. People have every right to infringe on people's liberties, and who's going to stop them? Now you say you want people to have choice, and you're saying, well, no, I just want people to have choice, but okay, choice of what? There needs to be some order on the choice, and that would create freedom. If there isn't any order on the choice, it creates chaos. So back to my original question to you. Do you believe, this is to test your logic, just answer the question very direct. Do you think people should have the right to murder someone?
No.
Okay.
Then he doesn't truly believe choices. Then you don't believe in that. You don't. At its grassroots, you don't believe that. You just said it. Why? This is why people can't respect what y'all say on the Democratic side. A lot of y'all are walking contradictions who will vote for things that doesn't represent you, who you don't even align yourself with in the law, in the laws and in the agenda. You don't align yourself with that, but yet you still want to call yourself a Christian. Being a Christian has standards. Okay, yeah, you fall short sometimes, but you can't go vote for the devil. Like, you ain't gonna vote against your interests, your Christian values. It just doesn't work like that unless you're spineless P word, dog. As a man, you gotta stand on your 10 and stand on what you believe, even when you in a room full of people who disagree with you. There are benefits as a Christian, but you don't want to reap the consequences. That's what it come with. It ain't easy being a Christian. Yeah, you're gonna hurt feelings. Yeah, it's hard to uphold the Christian values for sure in your everyday life as a sinner. But you try your best to, but not outright just voting for something that doesn't even align with you. This is the contradiction in the black community. You still got strong woke black folks who want respect in the hood, but keep voting against their own interests and want you to respect their logic and want you to have a debate with them and conversate with them, have conversations with them on a political level, on a logical level, on an educational level, when they think like this and they talk like this and they lifestyles like that. It's hard for people that have a brain to digest digest stuff like this. It doesn't make any sense. But let me know what you guys think, man. That's the video for today, guys, man. Shout out to No Fugazee. All right. South Central, we in the house. Los Angeles, we in the house. Let's get it. We going, baby.
We be really politicking while we whipping in the kitchen. God be my witness. At the age of 15, I was fighting my